Hey guys, so once again, this is CryptoCruz with CoinFinancial with another tech analysis. We just closed a weekly candle and started a new one, probably about a few minutes ago, actually. Um, so from when I'm recording this, right? So quick disclosure, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Everything I say is my opinion and for entertainment and educational purposes only. Always do your own research when investing in crypto. All right. So let's move forward. Oh, by the way, also I just wanna say Happy Father's Day to everybody that's a father as well. All right. So now let's move on to the tech analysis. This one is gonna be quick. I just want everyone to see what I'm seeing and to know what I'm thinking about in this bear market that we're seeing right now, right? Because it's pretty bad, okay? But keep in mind, we are actually closer to the bottom than we are to the top. Always keep that in mind. We're closer to the bottom than we are to the top. So always DCA is the best strategy if you're not a trader. All right. So let's go. First of all, I wanna talk about this. As you can see, look at the fear and greed index, right? It is at its all-time low, right? We have never seen a fear and greed index at 6. Extreme fear is at 6. That is the lowest it has ever been in the history of Bitcoin. We have never seen this. Last time, I believe the lowest was like 9, and that's when we bottomed and then we went all the way up. Like every time we saw 9, we've always went all the way up, right? So now we're at 6. I mean, come on, we're definitely getting close to the bottom. That's my opinion, right? So let's move to my tech analysis. All right, so here's Bitcoin on the weekly chart. As you can see, it's not looking too good either. We just opened up a new weekly candle right here, and it shows no sign of us uh going back up, right? We're actually on the weekly chart, we're actually coming out of a squeeze, and we're on the downside, downward momentum on the squeeze. Now we may see a relief rally. As you can see on the weekly chart, just a small move is a few $1,000s, right? So we may see a really small rally, maybe up to 26k, 27k from what I see here, right? Maybe about 26k. That's gonna be probably the small rally right there. We may see that, we may not, but it really looks like we're definitely going lower. My target is around $12,000 to $13,000, right? I mean, anything can happen in Bitcoin. We may very well be at the bottom, and then we can just go up from here. But there is a pretty good probability that we could see lower lows, right? At around 13k, maybe even 12k. But I will definitely be grabbing some more Bitcoin at around 13k if I do see 13k. I'm not gonna wait for the 12k, but if I do see 12k, then guess what? I'm gonna dollar cost average more into the 12k. All right. So that's the weekly chart. Some good sign on the more short-term time frame. Let's go to the 4-hour candle. As you can see, the 4-hour candle, it's looking like we have formed a small amount of rally, like since yesterday when we bottomed all the way down to what, 17,600, right? We went all the way up to where we're at now at 20k. And what the good news is, we're actually above 20k, but we are at the resistant line, right? This is actually a resistant. Now if we can hold this, we can go all the way up to around 23. My next resistance is going to be around 23,300, right? But again, we can definitely see a run up all the way to what, around $26,000 right here. That's going to be a definite run up right there. Don't ask me how I see that. I just see things. I'm looking at this chart right now, and I see my resistant lines in my Bollinger Band settings. So that's on the short term. We are seeing a bounce, as you could very well see. So, but again, this is just probably going to be a small rally before we head back. We head lower to the 12K. Now, this may not happen overnight. This could very well play out, and we may see 12K in probably in the next few weeks or so, right? Or within the next week or two, right? So again, now for the longer term time frame, we are gonna switch to the 3-day chart. Okay, 3-day chart. I'm gonna turn off my Bollinger Bands. Okay, and let me sorry. So this, what I have here, is gonna be the Gaussian channel. Okay, and we are gonna go to the longer term, which is the BLX Bitcoin chart. I am gonna turn off, actually no, I'm gonna turn on my logarithmic. All right, turn that on. Now what we're gonna talk about, this is the longevity, the long-term Bitcoin price. Okay, let me turn off my 200 MA also. All right, so this is the Gaussian channel. Okay, and this is gonna be dating back to 2010, 2011, right? Let's see, as far back as July of 2010, right? So whenever we go inside in history, this is when Bitcoin was what, below 20K? I mean $20, right? Around $7. So every time we actually go inside this Gaussian channel, it's like a quicksand. We get buried in there and we hit pretty much a bear market, right? But every time we go below it, it's usually a good buying opportunity. That is where the bottom is usually indicates, especially if we're way below it. That's where the bottom usually is, and then that's where we start heading up. And also, again, when the green becomes red, that's when we hit a sideways motion on the bear market. We pretty much go sideways for a long period of time. Remember, each of these candles represents 3 days. So this red right here dates to October 16th all the way to, October 16th, 2011, all the way to what? April of 2012. So this is prolonged. This is, I mean, it's less than a year, but it's still pretty long sideways movement whenever we hit that red. Now that is the first bear market. But when that red becomes green, guess what? That's when we turn bullish again. Becomes a bull market. And that's when we go up, 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 and up, and up. And guess what happened here? This was 2014 bear market. We went in, entered the quicksand, and then it turned red, right? So prolonged sideways movement again, turned green a little bit, but it was kind of a fake out, turned red again. And that's, you know, we went below the Gaussian. And then again, even if you bought in here at the more, it's not even the very bottom, but even if you bought in here, it would have been profitable long term, right? Because we are at the bottom of the Gaussian channel, right? But if you bought in here, it would have been way awesome. But still, anytime below the Gaussian channel is a good buying opportunity. Usually means it's somewhat bottom or near bottom. As you can see, when it turned green again, that's when we hit the bull market again, right? And then quicksand again on the 2018 bear market, 2017, and then bull market, 2018 bear market with the quicksand. And again, prolonged, it turned red, went below, good buying opportunity when it was way below. That was at around $3,000, right? And then went up again, went below, got another good buying opportunity around $4,000, way below. And guess what, guys? We hit a quicksand. We kind of gotten out of it, but we went back in, and guess where we're at now? Way below the Gaussian channel. And what did I tell you? Every time we're way below, it's pretty good to buy, right? Let's zoom out again. Every time we hit way below in history, you know, I'm just going by the charts here. Every time we're way below, good buying opportunity. Way below, good buying opportunity. Way below, good buying opportunity. Again, way below. This is the 20 Corona dump right here. Way below, good buying opportunity. And look at this right here. It's not as far down, but it's still below, good buying opportunity. And guess where we're at now? Even if you bought in here at 30K, even if you bought in at 30K, that was still a good buying opportunity according to the chart. Because why? We're eventually gonna go up, way up above this Gaussian channel again and hit higher highs, new all-time high. But right now, this is where we're at. Come on, guys. This is a bargain. You can't ask for more than that. So that's the Gaussian channel, and that's another indicator that we are bottoming out. This is the best time to buy, guys, at a discounted price. Okay, so one more. Let's see. Let me turn off my Gaussian channel again. Turn on my Bollinger Bands again. So another thing that I'm looking at also. Oh, turn off my logarithmic chart. Another thing that I'm looking at also, which is pretty interesting, because it's unusual on a bear market. Usually on a bear market, Bitcoin dominance wins pretty much. It goes up. Bitcoin dominance goes up on bear markets. Why? Because everyone is cashing out on the altcoins and they're going to the Bitcoin for a more safe haven, right? It's more safe. It doesn't go down as much. But from what I've seen here, look at this, guys. The Bitcoin dominance chart. For some reason, on this bear market, why? Let's go on a shorter time frame because, all right, so on the 4-hour, why are we going down and altcoins are actually holding stronger than Bitcoin during this crash? That is pretty unusual, unless usually that indicates a near bottom, if not bottom, when altcoin starts to gain traction, right? So again, I won't be surprised if we hit 13K, even 12K, but I also won't be surprised if we don't, right? All I know is we are very near bottom and it's a good chance to buy. That is what I see. No one can predict the very bottom. All we know is, all we can do is, dollar cost average and know where this market is headed. Right now, we are near bottom, a lot nearer than we are at top, right? The top on the next run may very well be the 100K that we're seeing, or maybe even more, 200K, 250, right? But this is just another cycle. As you can see on that long-term chart, it's just another bear cycle, and we are nearing bottom. Right, so that is it for now. Again, Bitcoin dominance, for some reason it's going up, going down. It is having a relief right now because Bitcoin is going up, so the dominance is going up a little bit, but it went back on this wedge and it could very well fall lower, right? On the daily chart, as you can see, it's on the opposite side of it, making a run up, right? There is a strong resistance right here on the 45% marker, right? If it doesn't break that, the Bitcoin dominance could very well go back all the way down to 40%. And if that happens, guys, alt season, okay? Alt season, after alt season, guess what? Bitcoin season. What is Bitcoin season? A start of a bull market. So let's see. But right now, again, I will not be surprised if we hit 13K. Okay, but I believe 13K may very well be short-lived also. Okay, if not, if we move sideways at 13K, guess what? that just gives us more time to do what? Accumulate and dollar cost average. And I actually like that idea. All right, so that's it for now, guys. Bitcoin's not going anywhere. Bitcoin's not going away. I'll update you again on my thoughts on why Bitcoin is here to stay. I'll update you on that again tomorrow. But until next time, peace.